Imagine for a moment that every challenge you face, every fear, every doubt, isn't just an obstacle, but a guide leading you to your true purpose. Think about it. What if the key to understanding who you are and what you're meant to do lies in the very parts of yourself you've tried to ignore or suppress? Today, we're diving into one of the most profound concepts in psychology and philosophy, Carl Jung's theory of the shadow. But this isn't just theory. It's a powerful insight that can transform your life. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand your shadow. You'll see how it holds the secret to your purpose, potential, and personal freedom. And the final revelation might just be the most life-changing of all. Carl Jung, a pioneer in depth psychology, described the shadow as the hidden part of ourselves. The traits, desires, and emotions we reject or suppress because we consider them unacceptable. Yet, paradoxically, within this darkness lies the seed of our greatest strengths and the blueprint for a fulfilling life. Think about it. How often do we avoid certain thoughts or judge others for qualities we secretly recognize in ourselves? Jung once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." Our shadow isn't just about darkness. It's about untapped potential energy we've buried out of fear or shame. Take a moment to reflect. Are there parts of yourself you try to hide from others, or even from yourself? A fear of failure, deep-seated anger, envy, or a passion you've dismissed as impractical? What if these weren't flaws to erase, but messages to understand? Jung believed that by confronting and integrating our shadow, we undergo a process he called individuation, becoming whole. This isn't easy. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to face the unknown, but the reward is immense. Discovering your true, authentic self, beyond just the mask you present to the world. Every great hero in mythology faces their own darkness. Hercules had to confront both monsters and his own flaws. Luke Skywalker had to face the darkness within before becoming a true Jedi. These stories mirror our own psychological journey. The question is, are you willing to take that first step? Are you ready to face the parts of yourself you've been running from and ask, "What are you trying to teach me?" Jung's philosophy tells us that the shadow isn't an enemy. It's a guide. It speaks to us through our dreams, fears, and even our relationships. Have you ever had a recurring dream or felt an inexplicable connection to an idea or person? These might be messages from your shadow trying to reach you. The first step to working with it is awareness. Pay attention to your strongest emotional reactions. These often reveal parts of yourself you've hidden. Once you identify these traits, the next step is acceptance. This doesn't mean acting on every impulse, but acknowledging them without judgment. Imagine how freeing it would be to stop fearing your flaws and instead see them as tools for growth. As we continue, we'll explore how to integrate your shadow, turning what feels like darkness into light. This process will not only help you uncover your true purpose, but also bring a deep sense of inner peace. The shadow shows up in our habits, relationships, and reactions. Have you ever had an emotional outburst and later wondered why? That's often your shadow surfacing. The more we suppress a part of ourselves, the more power it gains. Like trying to hold a beach ball underwater. The more force you use, the stronger it resurfaces. Now imagine bringing that hidden part into the light. How much more control would you have over your life? How much freer would you feel? One of the most striking aspects of shadow work is projection. Jung believed that when we reject parts of ourselves, we see those traits in others and overreact to them. For example, if you feel insecure, you might criticize others who seem overly confident. The world acts as a mirror, reflecting the parts of ourselves we haven't accepted. Jung said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of others." Think about someone who triggers a strong emotional response in you. A colleague, a friend, or even a family member. Instead of focusing on their actions, ask yourself, what does this reaction reveal about me? This isn't about self-blame, it's about self-discovery. Every time you project onto someone else, you're being given a chance to reclaim a lost part of yourself. Often, the parts of ourselves we suppress hold our greatest gifts. Someone who buries their creativity out of fear of failure might discover that embracing it leads to their life's work. Jung believed that purpose isn't found outside of us. It's uncovered within. He famously said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." But how do we start this process? Through self-inquiry. Ask yourself, what do I fear most about myself? What parts of me have I been told are unacceptable? What dreams or desires have I abandoned? Writing these down can reveal insights you never expected. Jung himself kept journals, exploring his unconscious through writing. He encouraged people to pay attention to their dreams. Often, our unconscious mind communicates through symbols and patterns. Think of an artist who refuses to use dark colors. While their paintings may be beautiful, they lack depth. When we embrace our shadow, we unlock the full spectrum of who we are. This doesn't mean acting on every dark impulse, but rather, understanding them. This leads to greater compassion not just for ourselves but for others too. The journey of integrating your shadow isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong process, but the rewards are incredible. Clarity of purpose, inner peace, and the ability to live authentically. And here's something crucial. Your purpose isn't just about you. Jung believed that individuation contributes to the collective unconscious, the shared human experience. When you align with your true self, you don't just transform your own life. You inspire those around you. In the next section, we'll dive into practical steps to integrate your shadow into daily life. We'll explore how this work can lead to stronger relationships, greater creativity, and a life that feels aligned with who you truly are. The most profound insight is yet to come. Stay with us as we uncover the ultimate revelation about your shadow and its role in your destiny. Let's go deeper into Jungian philosophy and learn how to apply these insights to everyday life. Awareness is the first step, but real transformation comes through integration, where you begin weaving these hidden aspects into the fabric of your being. One of the first steps is radical self-honesty. Looking at yourself without filters or excuses. It takes courage to admit, yes, I feel jealous, or yes, I judge others unfairly. But this isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. You can't clean a cluttered room without first acknowledging the mess. A powerful way to practice this is by noticing your emotional triggers. The next time you feel a strong reaction, whether anger, fear, or even admiration, ask yourself, why am I reacting this way? Is there a part of me I've suppressed? For example, if someone's confidence irritates you, is it because you've denied your own desire to be seen? This kind of self-inquiry can be uncomfortable at first. But remember, the goal isn't self-criticism. It's self-understanding. Once you identify parts of your shadow, engage with them. Jung encouraged people to talk to their shadow as if it were a separate entity. Ask, why do you feel this way? What are you trying to protect me from? What do you need to feel acknowledged? Through journaling, meditation, or visualization, you can create space for these hidden aspects of yourself to be seen and heard. Your shadow isn't your enemy. It's a part of you that has been trying, in its own way, to guide and protect you. Embracing your shadow transforms not just your inner world, but your relationships, creativity, and purpose. By reclaiming these hidden parts, you free yourself to live more authentically. And the most powerful realization, your shadow holds the key to your destiny. Are you ready to unlock it?